In life, we often believe that hard work is the only key to success. But have you ever thought that working hard alone is not enough? You also need to work with wisdom. Think of a lamp that stays lit all the time. No one notices it. But the moment it goes out, everyone suddenly pays attention. We are the same. If we cannot make others realize our presence and contribution in the right way, then one day someone else might replace us, thinking we are unnecessary. Let's see what today's story teaches us about life. Once upon a time, there was a young worker in a factory. His mentor was an elderly craftsman there. The experienced craftsman taught him, learn to work with full focus without talking too much. Try to make yourself the best at everything in the factory so that no one can replace you. 10 years later, when the elderly craftsman retired, the young man took his place. Following his mentor's path, he continued to work with dedication and great effort. One day, he went to visit his old teacher. The elder noticed his student looked a little upset and asked, "What's the matter? Any problem?" The young man sighed and said, "I have followed every word you told me. I work with full focus, I stay quiet, and I know no one in the factory is as skilled as me. I've made myself fully competent in everything. But one thing I can't understand. Those who don't even have half of my skills are being promoted, yet my salary is still as low as it was when I was your assistant." The elderly craftsman asked, "Do you truly believe you've become very important to the factory?" The young man firmly nodded. "Yes." The old man thought for a while and then said, "Then do one thing. Take a day off tomorrow with some excuse. You need a little rest." The young man was surprised but found the advice reasonable. He thanked his mentor and immediately applied for leave. The next day, when he returned to work, his manager called him to the office and said, "Because you were absent, the factory faced many problems. The tasks you usually handle so easily could not be solved properly by others." Realizing his importance, the manager promoted him to senior technician and encouraged him to continue working with the same dedication. The young man was grateful for his mentor's wisdom. He felt he had discovered the real secret of success. From then on, whenever he felt he wasn't getting the respect or benefits he deserved, he would take a day off, and the next day he would find the situation had turned in his favor. This went on for several months. But one day, to his shock, he found he was not allowed to enter the factory. He soon learned that he no longer had a job. He couldn't believe it. Hurt and confused, he went back to his old mentor, with a voice full of wounded pride, asked, "Why did I lose my job? Didn't I follow your advice?" The elder shook his head and said, "Actually, you learned only half the lesson, not the whole. You understood that if a lamp always stays on, no one notices its importance. People realize its value only when it suddenly goes out, because they had been ignoring it. But you were in such a hurry to apply that lesson that you didn't listen to the second part." He was stunned. "The second part?" he asked. The wise craftsman slowly said, "The second part is even more important than the first. If a lamp keeps going out again and again, sooner or later it will be replaced with a better one, because who would want a lamp they can't rely on?" He continued, "In our lives too, we often take our family or friends for granted because they're always there for us. But what if one day they're not? Only then do we realize their importance. So don't wait for that day. Be grateful to them today, and don't let yourself be ignored by others. But that doesn't mean you should stop everything just to prove your importance. Keep doing your work and maintain balance in everything. Then you'll see, life will also reward you with balance."